Hey, it is Whitney Kay, business coach, marketing agency owner, and your host of the Uno Mas podcast, where overwhelmed female entrepreneurs and founders come to get real, actionable advice on how to ditch burnout and build a business that actually works for them. Here you'll access tips, proven strategies, and unfiltered conversations with industry leaders. Let me guess. You've tried all the right things. You're posting consistently on social media and sending regular emails, and your website looks beautiful. Yet your marketing efforts aren't translating into actual sales. The problem might not be what you think it is. Most experts won't tell you that your marketing might be failing, not because you're doing the wrong things, but because you're building on a shaky foundation. Your ideal clients aren't taking action because there's a disconnect between what you're putting out there and the systems supporting it. And today, we're talking all about it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. You've been creating all the content, writing all of the emails, editing all the videos, and for some reason, you're still finding it challenging to convert more people when it comes to your efforts online. And quite honestly, it might not have anything to do with the actual content that you're creating, but it could have everything to do with the infrastructure, the foundation that you don't have firmly built in order to facilitate the leads and the intakes that are coming in regards to people wanting to work with you. And today I'm going to be talking about the things that we might not be thinking about that are so incredibly important when it comes to running our business and helping convert people online when we're spending so much time and effort as brands and personal brands creating the content that we create. So it starts with really some hidden conversion killers. And the first one is your brand's messaging. You know, when your messaging isn't crystal clear, your audience knows it and they feel it. They might love your content, but they're going to scroll real quickly on by if they don't understand quickly how you are going to solve their problem. And it comes down to really understanding your consumers' problems, their desires, and the solutions you offer in regards to those problems and desires. And if you are not communicating that through your content quickly and effectively, you've lost interest. People are scrolling on by. And oftentimes, when you are showing up online, you're going to feel like you're kind of repeating yourself a million times. Good. That's great. We need to be repeating ourselves more than we probably often do. I mean, think about it this way. I always think of Flow from Progressive, right? You've got those commercials. You've got so many other commercials that have jingles to it, what be it. And these commercials run on flip and repeat. It almost becomes so annoying because at the end of the day, you are singing jingles to commercials that you've heard over and over and over and over again, but there's a reason for that. People don't just buy commercials or slot in a media spot for just a one-time run offer. No, they run it for a duration period of time. They run it on repeat because they know it's the multiple exposures of hearing something and seeing something that ultimately will increase the conversion rate of the efforts of creating that ad. So when it comes down to your content, saying the same thing over and over again, reiterating your message, reiterating your values, reiterating your vision as a brand to your audience is something that is needed to be done, all the time, over and over again, so people can familiarize themselves with you and really see themselves in your work. Well, not really like in your work. What am I trying to say? So they can literally see themselves utilizing what you have to offer for them. Like they can see themselves using your product, using your services, and applying it to their everyday life. That's exactly what I was trying to say. So you actually would be sabotaging your own success if you have the messaging all good and right, and you're doing that, but you don't have the systems set up to facilitate the leads that are coming from that messaging. So let's just say I sit here online and I say, that I sell a product and this is what I do, and I want you to comment a certain word in order to get a link to access this freebie that I'm offering, that is then going to nurture them through an email campaign, that is then going to close the sale or pre-qualify them to getting them on a call with me, right? Let's just say that that's my process, a really quick and simple process. But I post the content and I don't have the automation set up to facilitate the interest of somebody that might have seen the content, that comments the word, to deliver the freebie, then to drop them into an email sequence and a campaign that continuously nurtures them and closes them in the sale. Maybe I don't have booking links set up or a booking platform fully integrated into my business. Maybe I'm just making these posts and thinking to myself, well, once somebody takes action, then I will put the things in place. Now, I'm all for taking messy action. In fact, I am somebody that takes messy action quite often. But I will say this, you can't put something out there and then build it as you go. I mean, I've seen this done. I've actually seen this done on very high level, like mega brands, and it blows my mind. I'm like, are we really doing this? Are we really going to say that this is in place when it's not in place, and then we're going to build it as we go? You can do that, but it's going to be extremely messy. And in my opinion, you are sabotaging your own success because you are ultimately missing out on a lot of potential qualified leads that could come in for your business. So what happens when someone clicks on for example, on a work for me button or work with me button? Like, what happens? I want you to stop and walk yourself through a process, because if they click work with me, and it then goes to a form, maybe they fill out the form, and then what happens after they fill out the form? Does a booking link pop up for them to schedule a call with you? Or do you have pre-qualifications in place to determine whether or not a booking link does go off or does not go off? Do you have email sequences set up? Do you have reminders set up? Do you have an onboarding system? There are a bunch of foundational systems that we must consider, maybe not all of them, but we must consider putting in place for your business to better assist you in converting these leads, these prospects, this audience that you are nurturing online into an actual sale for your business. And a lot of times we experience what is called the automation gap, We know there's systems out there. We know there's automation tools out there, but we're either fearful of even getting close to them because they're extremely overwhelming. Maybe you just have no clue where to start or how to use them. Maybe you just have no clue if it's no, let's just be real. Maybe you can't even afford it. Maybe you just cannot afford it and it's just nothing you want to really entertain at the moment, but it's something you need to entertain. So I want you to think about your typical day, right? How much time do you actually spend doing things like manually sending off follow-up emails, or copying client information, or scheduling out content every single week on your social media platforms, or switching between a million tabs on your internet browser because you feel like you have to have everything open to take action when you need to take action? Now, I want you to think about the chaos of your day and those tasks that you are not automating. Now, imagine if you had tools and systems in place to assist you in booking calls and following up with people and scheduling out content with ease and creating deeper connections or allowing for deeper connections with your potential clients, or having more meaningful discovery calls with people, or actually spending time doing what you do best, which might be coaching, or actually doing sales calls, whatever that might be. If you could put some of these tasks into a system that is going to automate and take that load off of you, how much easier would your day feel? How much more streamlined would you feel? How many more sales would you be making is the real question. Now, the real impact is on the bottom line. When you are drowning in manual tasks, you're not just losing time, you are losing money and opportunities. Your potential clients aren't waiting around for you to update your spreadsheets. Let's be real. They are not waiting around for you to update your spreadsheets. Instead, they are signing with the businesses and people that make them feel valued and are actually giving them the time of day. But you're not going to be able to do that because you are sitting here spending too much time doing all these little minuscule tasks. So what's the secret to creating marketing content that actually converts? It's not necessarily what you say. It's how it all comes together at the end of the day. So I want you to think about what you can integrate in your business today. Is it integrating seamless booking systems for your client journey? Is it creating a welcome flow once a new client signs up, or having a clear onboarding system, or maybe a pre-call questionnaire delivery system that pre-qualifies your prospects before they even get on a call with you? Because I can tell you, there was a time that I was getting on a call with so many unqualified leads that it was just a waste of my time. And I was, at the end of the day, getting really frustrated, thinking that this was a complete waste of my day because I'm meeting with people that don't even understand what it is that I do. Some people are just calling me because they want to get on a call with me because they've seen a video that I posted online. Some people are just wanting to get on a call just to see what I offer, to like size it up to what other people offer. Let's be real. Many people couldn't even afford the services that I was offering. And then at the end of the day, I not only didn't have anybody sign up as a customer, but I now had wasted my entire day with people that just weren't fit for me. And a lot of it could have been eliminated if I would have integrated a pre-qualification questionnaire that then, filtered off people based on their responses. And all of this is available to you. All of this can be done. It just takes time setting it up. Could you have an automated welcome kit or resource delivery? Like once people opt in or comment a link on your Instagram post, like, I'm interested in this freebie. Like I said earlier, where are they going? Are they going to an opt-in page? Are they, entering their email and their phone number and their name? And as soon as they enter, does it pop up or does it get sent to them in an email? And then maybe the next day, another email goes off saying, hey, I know you just got this resource. Thanks so much. I hope it was valuable. A, B, C, and D. Hey, this is me. And then you continue that relationship through an email campaign. And then what other workflows can you start integrating into your business today? I mean, when you have your internal processes so efficient, it not only shows internally, but it's going to show in your external results. Your marketing efforts should be backed by automation so that your leads aren't slipping through the cracks. Okay. It's not all about having a trending tool either. It's not all about using what everybody else is using. I mean, I know so many people right now are using the Monday platform to better streamline and automate their calendars. Well, I found reclaim.ai, and I have found personally that works better for me. And newsflash, it's a little bit more price sensitive. It's not as expensive as the Monday platform. And even though everybody's raving about Monday and every cool person is using it, I just don't want to. I remember at one point when I was using ManyChat, many people were going to Mobile Monkey. And I was like, no, I'm going to stay over here on ManyChat. It's about what works for you, what fits for you, and what features are available to you and allow you to scale and grow with the platform. And let's be real, price is a huge factor. Like you don't want to have a lot of overhead costs as a newer entrepreneur, and you don't want to have a lot of new overhead costs that are just because you want to have the flashy new tool when another tool is less expensive but does the same exact thing. So really be mindful of what you are using. Many entrepreneurs feel overwhelmed by technology when they first get started. And then other people feel incredibly empowered by it. In fact, if you want to know what tools that we recommend and use specifically ourselves, but also to our clients, if you go to eden.agency/tools, you will see a list of all of the tools that we love and use, and I highly recommend checking it out. So let's talk about the path to higher conversions. Like, what is the solution to having more people end up as actual customers, as actual clients at the end of the day, and ones that are fully aligned with your brand and what it is that you do. So first thing is the foundation. We have to take a look at your foundation first. Before pumping out more content, make sure that your basic systems are intact. This means having mapped out and clear actionable goals for yourself. This means streamlined processes and frameworks in place to support your growth. This means tools that work together efficiently. You also want to then ensure that your messaging is in alignment, not just, what your values are and what your and what your vision is and what your goals are, but being really clear and direct to who it is you're talking to. If you do not understand their problems, their desires, and then the solutions you offer to facilitate those problems and desires, you are missing a huge mark when it comes to your brand messaging. So your marketing should reflect a deep understanding of what your audience's pain points are, and potential clients are then more than likely going to take action when they feel truly seen and understood. Then the third part to this is scalable systems. Create processes that can grow with you. This means implementing automation where it matters while maintaining that personal touch, that service-based businesses require. It means that you don't maybe want to have, for example, I have ManyChat in place on my Instagram, but at the same time, I have a personal touch aspect to it. So I will not have ManyChat do a full-on conversation for me, as I know most brands will do. I choose to just allow it to kind of start off the conversation, and then I come in and do the rest, because I just feel like it just needs more of a personal touch. And I get all the time from people. You have no clue how refreshing this is, Whitney. I am so tired of everybody just sending off automated messages when I feel like you just give this personal dynamic and touch to it. Another thing is, we've got to break through the plateau. If you're nodding along thinking to yourself, yes, this is me. This is me. I'm stuck. Well, then you're not alone. Many of my clients reach the point where their marketing has hit a wall. And the difference between those who break through and those who stay stuck often comes with having the right support systems in place. And if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, I'm not sure if this is me. It sounds like me, but I'm not sure. Well, then this is when you know that you are ready to take that next step. Your content isn't generating conversions in the DMs and converting into sales. You're feeling stretched and thin, managing all the aspects of your marketing. You need better systems, but you're not sure where to start. Maybe you are ready to scale, but need direction on where to put that focus. So what do? What are your next steps? Well, are your systems supporting or sabotaging your marketing efforts? You got to ask yourself that. You got to ask yourself, does your client journey feel cohesive and professional? Are you spending too much time on the tasks that could be automated? And if you've answered these to the point where you're like, yes, I need help. Yes, I need automation. Yes, I need tools and systems in place, then it might be time for a different approach than what you already have going on. And as a business coach that specializes in systems and strategies, I can help you because I help service-based entrepreneurs create that infrastructure that turns their marketing efforts into actual results. So I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about this before, because sometimes I kind of just slide it in there and then I don't really go more in depth about it. But there is a strategic synergy partnership approach that you can go with this. And that is what I offer. It's where together we're going to create clear, actionable goals that actually drive real growth. We're going to implement scalable systems that support your marketing efforts. Develop automated workflows that feel like you are free to focus on what matters most in your business, and then build a marketing strategy that actually converts. So stop wondering why your marketing isn't working for you and start seeing actual results. It starts with the foundation. It starts with the infrastructure and what you have in place. And if you are finishing your day feeling frantic, like you are just overworked and that you didn't get enough done, but you still did a lot of things, then you are probably working way harder than you need to. And it's time we get the ball rolling in the right direction. And it's time that you go through 2025 not feeling stressed out and feeling like you're wearing a million hats, because you can wear a million hats, but damn, it can look good while you're doing it. And you don't need to be stressed out in the process. So reach out to me. Let's talk. Head on over to my Instagram, say hi, send me a message, or send me an email. I hope you found value in this. Thanks for taking the time to listen in to today's episode on Uno Mas Podcast. What can you do to support the show moving forward? Well, you can subscribe on your favorite platform, leave a review or a rating, because it's your reviews that matter most, and it's your reviews that help us get the show discovered by new listeners. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends, family, and followers on all your social media accounts, tagging me at the Whitney Kay or at Uno Mas Podcast for a spotlight feature on our social platforms. Now, if you're a female entrepreneur who's ready to ditch the overwhelm, stream your business operations, and create a brand that deeply resonates with your audience, it's time to take the next step. Visit Eden with an IDEN.agency to learn more about my strategic synergy partnership, a personalized one-on-one partnership experience where we'll work together to implement the tools, systems, and strategies you need to scale with confidence, save time, and achieve sustainable growth. Don't wait. Your business deserves clarity, efficiency, and success. So let's make it happen together.